Well, today is Wednesday, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's much brighter in my classroom. The gentleman came and he actually added some more LEDs and switched some things around. So I just have this light that's out, and I have another light that's out as well, but that is it. Originally, I want to say I had 7 to 8 lights out, but my principal is on it, and those lights are on now and they're working. Plus, he switched out and put some LEDs in as well. So hooray! I just wanted to kind of come in and kind of give you an update with what's been going on this week. I've been a little bit tired, right? I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna hold that from you guys. I've been a little bit tired because it's been a lot going on. It's a lot trying to acclimate to a new environment and kind of jump in and keep everything going. I definitely don't want learning to be stopped for the kiddos, meaning that I just want them, to continue in learning. So I've just been taking on a lot of extra things, meaning I just been making sure that learning is taking place with them, but also reacting to all of the changes in the classroom and the classroom needs in terms of the aesthetics of the classroom, and then adjusting to the new routines that I have to set in place, being here at this location and meeting the expectations of, what is happening at this particular school. It's never good going into a new environment, saying, oh, well, they used to do it this way. I'm used to doing it that way, but we have to be pliable, meaning that we have to be bendable and we have to mold and adapt to our new environment, not make our new environment adapt to us. So yeah, it's been a lot, but it's actually been really, really smooth. The people here are very friendly. The principal, I told you, is dynamic, assistant principal. It's different than, the structure is a little bit different in terms of how things are done, but that's to be expected. But in terms of the level of excellence, it's here. I think I said in my other video that I'm very blessed and I really, really know it. So I wanted to share with you some changes that have gone on in the classroom. First, I wanted to thank you all for responding to me because I was asking for some input just regarding how, I can make the space feel a little bit warmer and more inviting and just fill in the space. So one of my subscribers said, suggested that I put like a carpet or move something, a carpet or a rug in front of the classrooms. So essentially what I did, and now don't mind this right here because I'm kind of old fashioned. I don't believe in walking on places that we sit. So I just use that for the kiddos to kind of walk on when they're coming up to do work on the Promethean board. But yeah, I put this, it's like a foam, cushiony, type of, aesthetic. But I put that in the front of the classroom, okay? So that's up there. I'm kind of trying to show you all. That is up there. And so it's sitting there, and then I pushed these desks back a little bit. So if this is my door, I push the desks back, and then that is sitting up there. So when I read to them, we'll sit up there. And I'll push the rug back a little bit, but they can sit there while I read from a book over there. So they can sit, and I can read from them there. Also, I'm still working on like my word wall. I'm actually going to get some bulletin boards from my previous school. They are just blessing me, and I tell you, I'm going to get a big whiteboard here and there because there's some things that I have to have up on the walls, and I just didn't want to freeform put it. I just needed to have something there. And then you all, look, I've got a mirror right here. So like it's kind of like when you come in the door, that's me. When you come in the door, it's kind of a mirror here. And then I'm going to put something here, something kind of low. My husband's going to come in a minute and he's going to grab some furniture from this door and put something here. So it's almost kind of like it'll be an entryway. And then my mom is coming on tomorrow. We're going to decorate some things, some colorful things that I purchased. We're going to decorate the walls and everything with that. This area I'm still working on, guys. It's here, but I want to make it obviously more lively and inviting. So I'm working on putting something here. That's my pencil sharpener area. Oh my gosh, let me share this with you guys. Y'all, I have been blessed with a heavy duty pencil sharpener. Oh my gosh. Y'all, what? It's fast, it's convenient. I mean, yeah. So I was gifted that. Really, I'm just not really gifted to it forever, but I'm going to be a good steward over that. And then that's my old one. That one's a little bit janky. But that's okay. I'll keep it. It gets the job done. Open house was really, really great. It was a success. Yeah, I had about 6 parents show, which really actually I have 15 students. So what, about a third of my parents came out, which is kind of more than what I expected because they had already come out to open house when school first started. So this is like a second open house just to meet myself and there were 4 other teachers that also started when I started. So yeah, they came out and I showed them around the room, introduced myself, talked to them about, a lot of different things. And y'all, I talked to them about the homework. And y'all, they were really receptive to what I had to say. I just shared with them I just wanted to add 1 page front and back of reading and 1 page front and back of math, and they were like, okay. I actually showed them the packet the homework packet from my previous school, and they were kind of like wide-eyed, like, oh my gosh, she's gonna give us all this homework. I kind of did that as a kind of strategy so they can see what it could be, right? What homework could be in another school, but so they can also see I only wanted to add minimal work or homework to the homework packet. So all of them agreed, and I said, okay, perfect. This week I didn't, even though I wanted to add 1 more math page, I didn't. I just said, you know what? Let me wait, let me talk with them, get the buy-in, get their approval and okay, and then go from there. So next week I'll be adding 1 page of, adding 1 page of math. I've already added 1 page of front and back of reading. Now I'm going to do the math. So y'all, that was hooray. That was a really big win. That was a huge win. It is Friday and it has been another long but productive work week. Y'all, I have stayed at school late like every single day. On Thursday, yesterday, my mom came out to the school to help me clean up and to do a couple of things. My work bestie came and dropped off some things from my previous school that I needed. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. But it was so funny this morning. Like, my classroom, y'all, is actually really cold. I must admit, like, when my husband came to help me one day this week as well, he was like, babe, it's cold. Or I was like, yeah. But I kind of looked and he looked because we know. My students were like, it's so cold. I was like, get your jackets, because they don't know. In my other classroom, y'all know, if you know, you know, we did not have air. I was sweating. They were sweating. They were telling me that they were hot. So I was like, get your jackets. We are A-okay. We are okay. We can layer on. I'd rather layer on, right, than have to peel off and just be hot and sweaty. But you guys, this is what I said. I said to myself, Shay, next week and the weeks, coming up, I'm not going to stay late as I have been, or really even late. Right now, it is probably like about 45 minutes after the time that I'm supposed to be off. But I was doing some things. I have some new laptops. I have a laptop card. I needed to get all of that plugged in and that kind of straightened out. I needed to kind of just straighten out some things, some supplies that the other teachers gave me. I need to put that away. So I'm staying late to kind of get everything organized and set up so I can set myself up for success as well as the kiddos. I like to be very organized, but I was like, you know what? I've been staying late these last 2 weeks. I'm tired. And I was just like, okay, I think I've done enough. It's not done now. It's not done. But I said, I think I've done enough to kind of, pull back some and then, be able to leave on time and spend more time with my family and just rest a little bit more and just kind of pull away. I tell you, it's like, this change has had a ripple effect. The fourth grade teacher had to go into my classroom. Her kids got kind of dispersed. These kiddos, all of them came from 3 different teachers into my classroom. And of course, they were missing and still are missing their first teacher and they're missing their friends. And it's kind of like we're all settling in. But look, let me show you this, guys. Isn't this the cutest thing? My student was like, this is for you. This is for you. I'm trying to show you the bear. She was like, do you see the bear? She was like, this is for you. And I was like, no, I do not take gifts from students, right? And she was like, no. And I said, does your mom know? And she was like, yes. I was like, are you sure? So I asked again. So I had to message the mom to make sure because I do not accept gifts from kiddos. But isn't that the cutest thing? One of my students, probably like 2 years ago, made me a necklace that they kind of take arts and crafts. You know how they have the little kids? She made me a necklace and I still have it. So I was like, oh, and then they're all, I love you. And I was like, oh, I love you too. So y'all, it's going well. It's been a lot of work, but things are going well. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I wanted to show you kind of around my classroom. It's not done. Okay, guys, so give me some grace with this. It's not done, but I just kind of wanted to show you where I am right now. It's not just me and myself. It's my family coming in and helping, my work bestie about letting me borrow like her carpet and just all of us kind of coming together, my community coming together to help me. But I just kind of wanted to show you where we are right now and where I am really right now in the process. So take a look. Don't judge me too bad, but take a look. Okay, so this is kind of up against the wall. I'm at the front of the class like right now. So this is me like at the front of the class. So this, I got my new laptop cart. I'm going to push that over a little bit, I think, but that's my laptop cart with the laptops in them. So that sits there. This is where I do DI. So in there are some like manipulatives and things like that. Headphones here. I'm going to actually put those headphones inside the cart, this bottom part, because they go in there. But I'll do that next week. This is everything. You remember how that used to look, but this is kind of the sink area, the bathroom area, and this is kind of that section right over here. This is going to be my word wall. I still have to get the lettering up there, but that's my word wall. You guys, I added this right here, kind of just because I know I'm going to end up having to put some things in here. I'm not sure yet, but I know it's coming. I kind of added these little fun decorative wall sayings and these little pencils right here, but it just says like I am, and then all of the different adjectives: brave, creative. This one says important, imaginative, loved. So this is kind of like my door area. I'm gonna put some more, I like black. I'm gonna put some more black tiles down, but to kind of define the space a little bit more. So this is from my front door. And this is kind of how it looks. The carpet is on the floor there. One of the subscribers suggested that I put a carpet up there. I did. This is my workstation. This is going to be student work here and here. This is the rug. It's not out yet. It goes out to about here, but I'm going to get it actually steam cleaned and everything before I lay it out. Let's see. This is kind of where I keep my storage. This is a whiteboard. A whiteboard is going to go on, my walls are still tattered, but they're going to go on this side of the bulletin board and this side, because I have to put up my standards and different things that I have to have on that space, on the bulletin boards. And this is kind of like the front of my classroom. That's my classroom management there, colors, the calendar. This is already set up for Monday, and kind of this is how it looks. So I'm kind of pan around so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's looking like. Those are my books down there. Those are some of the vowels, verbs, and some of the word families. I have those up there. These are their cubbies. Here, my filing cabinet. And over here, that's their cubbies there. So yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm still trying to warm it up more, make it look more warm. I think I'm gonna put some of the twinkle lights. I might actually switch that rug out to do another colorful rug. This is, I like the gray, but it may not be bright enough. I'm not sure. But, like I said, it is a work in progress. My kiddos have not been crying. They have really been doing really well. I'm just so proud of them because this has been a big change for them and they're really doing well. I know they miss their first teacher. Whenever they see their first teacher, I encourage them to speak, to say hi, to give them a hug. Yeah, I miss my kiddos, my first class. I miss them, my school, but we all have to kind of adjust. So that process is, I think, really coming along well. I also wanted to share that, each school adds different types of rigor to their curriculum. I said before, we can add, to the curriculum, really can't take away. So the kiddos have really been doing great with keeping up with my pace. I already know my pace is a little bit faster. Just everyone's pace is different. I already know since I started teaching, my pace is kind of faster, but they've been keeping up with me, not been whining. At first they were like, I'm tired, my hand hurts, I want to lay down, I want to go to sleep, I want to go home. But I haven't really been having that. I've been giving them treats, stickers, and like snacks as they have been performing well, just to encourage them. I've been giving them brain breaks and all of those things, and they have really been responding well. So in a way, I feel like in certain areas, my previous school, I think that in terms of the work or the pace, that we are at the same pace. And then in other areas or other subject areas, I think that, my previous school was just a little bit ahead in whatever that looked like, whether it was more writing or just more, in a chapter, more in a chapter ahead, like literally a chapter ahead in certain areas. So I'm really working diligently to make sure that these kiddos have mastered, some of the like sight words, some of the spelling words. Actually, they don't have spelling words here at this school. They don't do spelling tests at my school. I'm saying this school, but my school. But I've incorporated that, and the team is okay with that, and everyone's okay with me kind of incorporating some things. But when you come into new spaces, I think I might have said it before, you definitely have to be quiet and humble, and you definitely have to be open and receptive, because there are things that you're bringing from where you've come from that are successes, and then there are things that are not, and then there are things where you're going to that are successes and things that are not, and then it's just being wise to see and really find out what those things are and then merge them for your success. So yeah, there are a lot of successes here as well as my previous school, and I'm kind of weaning out and merging different things and things like that. So yeah, it's been a really great success, and everyone's been really nice and receptive as well. So that's really, really great. So guys, this was like the math book, and I just wanted to kind of show you one of the differences. So like, and this is a math classwork that was completed in both schools, and this is actually absolutely correct. This, they count and they write. And then what I would have my students do at my previous school is not only would they write the number, but they would write the word to match the number. So this was a number 8, and they would write EIGHT. 7, they would write SEVE, and they would write that out. And so what I've noticed is, like, the kiddos, they don't know the words for the numbers. So like, it's like I'm kind of going back a little bit in order to make sure, when I say back, I'm kind of revisiting these numbers to ensure that they know the word to match the number. So I just kind of wanted to give you an example of some things that were just a little bit different. So my former kiddos, they'll definitely be able to spell it, identify the word that goes with the number. These kiddos, I started them off with my kiddos here. If you can see on my board, they know up to number 5. They can definitely spell 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of them can spell, but we're kind of working on 5. So I'm hoping that by the next couple of weeks, maybe the next 2 weeks, they will have mastered all of those words for those numbers. And then like right here, I'm going to set this down so you guys can see a little bit better. Let me see if I can set that there. Yeah. So like right here, these words here, hopefully you guys can see me. But yeah, when I have a question mark, that means that this is something I'm working on with them. If I have an X, that's a word that my previous students already know, but they don't know yet. So my previous students would know all of these, but my current students may not know some of these, so I'm working with them with that, and then these are the new words that they need to learn. So I'm just kind of working, with them and trying to slow my pace down in order to ensure that they know all of this, and then we can kind of go from there. But the kids are really great. Yeah, so the kiddos are really great. I've got no complaints. Yep, and the administration, oh my gosh, everything that I've said that I've needed, or any issue that there was, let's say, I don't know, if there was, I didn't have like a teacher's manual because I left it. I have teacher's manuals now. If IT came yesterday and they linked my computer and my ID and information to the office so like I can print from the printers there. And y'all, this is something I couldn't do at my previous school. I could actually use the printer. I know you're like, what? But yeah, I could actually use the printer because in my previous school, you couldn't use a printer and you had to have a code because of the ink, and ink is expensive. I know I did a video about ink too, so imagine a huge copier that needs ink, that's going to be a lot of money. So we really were restricted on using that on the copier. So yeah, I can use the copier here so I can make copies. So like I said, there are always pros and cons, and I'm definitely not comparing, but I'm just being receptive and open, and to just the differences, and I'm embracing those things that are fantastic, letting those things go that aren't from either school, and just keeping it moving, So yeah, I'm going to pan around my room one more time. And this week has been a blur. It's been a long week, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I know I shot some footage on, I think it was Wednesday, yesterday, I don't even know, but hopefully I've shot enough in order to kind of give you guys a more clear kind of understanding or depiction of what has been happening in my classroom and in my life for the week. But I do want to pan around a little bit more from the front of the class, so you can kind of see the back, because it still kind of is a little bit bare back there. So I want you to see that. From sitting from the front of the classroom, if you look back here, now imagine book bags would be in there, and this actually goes to the office, but this area back here is kind of the dead zone. Even if I get the carpet is, I'm going to get that clean and roll it out, and that'll kind of cover that up. And I'm going to get another whiteboard to put over there to balance that out. But yeah, I'm still working on it, guys. I'm still working on it. So I think that that's going to be it for me for this week. I'm going to pick you guys up next week to kind of continue sharing my life and sharing what's been going on, to continue showing my classroom and the different additions and the changes that are happening until I get it complete. But guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your prayers and your support. Thank you for your comments. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share them, and don't forget to like, and I'll see you on the next one.